Hello, I'm Dr. Helen PENSANTI, and welcome to Doctor, where medical conversation meets everyday understanding for you and your health. Today, we're going to be looking at celiac disease, a condition where the body's immune system reacts to gluten, a protein found in wheat, barley, and rye. This reaction doesn't just cause stomach trouble, it can damage the small intestine and lead to long term health problems. To help us understand what it is, how it develops, and how patients can live well with it, I'm joined by my colleague, Dr. Bryn Henderson, a board certified physician and leader in regenerative medicine. Dr. Henderson, thank you for being here.
Well, thank you for having me. It's my privilege.
Let's tell everybody, what is celiac disease?
Well, that's a good place to start. Celiac disease is an autoimmune disorder where people with this condition eat gluten, as mentioned, and their immune system attacks the lining of the small intestine. And over time, this damages the villi, the tiny finger-like structures that absorb nutrients. And that's why people that develop this have malnutrition, weight loss, and often vitamin deficiencies.
Let's talk about the different types of celiac disease.
Yes, there typically are four types. There's a classic celiac disease, and with the typical symptoms of diarrhea, bloating, weight loss, and fatigue. The non-classic, which are less obvious, but they still have it, with symptoms like anemia, osteoporosis, or skin rashes, but no major digestive complaints. The third one goes to silent celiac disease. No clear symptoms at all, but intestinal damage is present and discovered during testing. Last but not least is the refractory, a rare form where the symptoms persist even after strictly avoiding gluten.
All right, so what triggers it?
Well, the trigger is gluten, but genetics play a huge role, major role, and most patients carry a specific immune system gene. So environmental factors like infections or gut health may also influence when and how the disease shows up.
All right, so how does traditional Chinese medicine approach celiac disease?
That's a great question because TCM falls under balance issue, and it looks at the imbalance between the spleen and the stomach, and gluten intolerance is viewed as an imbalance in the digestive system and change in energy flow. Herbal remedies and acupuncture are often used to strengthen the gut, improve nutritional absorption, and reduce inflammation.
All right, so going back to an office, a patient walks in, how do you diagnose that they have celiac disease?
Diagnosing it usually requires two steps. First is looking at the antibodies that are linked to gluten damage. And secondly, if required, an endoscopy to grab a little tissue, usually from the small intestine, and send it in for a biopsy.
All right, you said lab tests. I want to know what lab tests of the blood shows you that they have antibodies linked to gluten damage, because I know that people are going to walk into their doctor's office and say, I want this test.
That test is ordered specifically in a panel that is testing the digestive system. So it's not commonly done.
What is the name of that test?
It's an antibody test, so it's a gluten antibody test.
Okay. Let's talk about that test.
It's a simple test. In people that have intolerance, their values are higher. The first step is to get the antibody testing done in the lab. And it's like I suggested, it's a special test. It's called a tissue transglutenase IgA antibody.
All right. What's the standard of care treatment for celiac disease today?
The main treatment is still lifelong gluten-free diet. It's a tough one because you have to read labels. That allows the intestine to heal and prevents further complications and sometimes obstructions. The nutritional support with vitamins and minerals may also be needed, especially in the beginning. In rare cases like refractory celiac disease, medications that suppress the immune system may be used.
So, what do you do with regenerative medicine in your office for your patients that have celiac disease?
There's two facets to that. Researchers are exploring enzyme therapies that break down gluten, as well as vaccines that retrain the immune system. Both are evolving in the regenerative cell strategies. They are not standard of care yet, but we use vaccines often in our office, and I think it's evolving to become the standard.
All right, so beyond the standard of care medical treatment, let's talk lifestyle strategies for these patients.
It's a very good and basic way to begin. Careful label reading. It has often helped most patients because often gluten is hidden in the label. Cross-contamination awareness in restaurants and things are also important. And balanced nutrition is essential because a gluten-free diet can lack fiber and certain vitamins that patients have to amend or use to get a wide variety of fruits and vegetables and supplement their diet. Support systems like counseling and patient groups can also help reduce your stress and make the transition easier.
So, what's the long-term outlook for these patients?
With a strict gluten-free diet, most patients see symptoms improve within weeks, and intestinal healing occurs over months to years. Without treatment, patients risk complications and often have osteoporosis or infertility. That's why early diagnosis and lifelong management are key.
So, what's your mnemonic for celiac disease?
It's sort of fun. It's GUTS.
Nice and easy. G
is for gluten-free diet for life.
U.
Understand the labels and the hidden sources.
T.
Take the supplements.
S.
Support systems for mental and emotional well-being.
Well, I want to thank you, Dr. Henderson, for guiding us through celiac disease, a condition that can be hidden, but with the right diagnosis and a gluten-free lifestyle, patients can thrive. If you or someone you know has unexplained fatigue, anemia, or digestive issues, consider asking your doctor about testing for celiac disease. So thank you for being with us. If you would like to see Dr. Bryn Henderson in person, I encourage you to call 714-639-4013. His office is at 615 East Chapman Avenue in Orange, California. That's in Orange County, California. And if you'd like to get in touch with me, go to my website, www.askdrhelen.com. That's www.askdrhelen.com. Until next time, I'm Dr. Helen PENSANTI. This is Doctor to Doctor, where real doctors share innovative information to bring hope to you for your health. Join us next time. Bye for now.